today we're going to be starting with a story that I found to be very interesting involving Elon Musk. Elon Musk's $55.8 billion pay deal that everyone has talked about, because that's why one of the reasons that he's one of the most overpaid CEOs in the world. A judge ruled that he can't have it. A court cancels his $55 billion massive options deal that he got in 2018. Because there was a lawsuit. There's a shareholder lawsuit, and the company's incorporated in Delaware. And so essentially the judge decided that it was too much and that they had negotiated it on bad terms because he was too close to all the people that were on the board of directors and all that. And so now this pay doesn't exist anymore. In March of 2018, when Tesla's board approved Musk's pay package, Tesla was losing money and its stock traded at around $17 a share, giving the company a stock market capitalization of $60 billion. Since then, Tesla's stock has soared to $187 a share and is now yielding a value of $610 billion. That's since 2018. It's a pretty big jump in valuation.
Yeah.
The judge who valued the package at $55.8 billion argued Tesla's board was shirking its fiduciary duty to shareholders when it approved the pay package. I did want to point out that, like this person said, this has been a pretty good return on investment for the shareholders of Tesla. I know it's $55.8 billion. It's a lot of money. In March of 2018, Tesla's board granted Musk a pay package consisting of 12 tranches of stock options. While they are fully vested, Musk has not exercised the options, noted the Journal.
By the way, he worked basically at a risk. Worked nonstop on Tesla at a risk of him never receiving this money ever if Tesla didn't make the goals that he was required to make to receive these options.
And now what happened is he hit the goals that he was required to make.
Far exceeded them.
And now he's not going to receive the options. I actually think he could come back and sue Tesla for this, honestly, or sue someone. He agreed to do this work over this period of time and hit all of these goals for the company in exchange for this compensation package. He does all the work.
They're just enslaving another African American.
Once again, look at that.
Work for no pay.
You get the richest man in the world. He's an African American, and what do you know? They force him to work for free. Not surprised at all.
Only here in America.
When the package was passed approved, Tesla's market cap was less than $60 billion. In order for Musk's options to vest, Tesla needed to meet various revenue and profit targets, and its market cap needed to exceed $650 billion. The last of these hurdles was cleared in 2022, according to the Journal. So he hit all the hurdles. This brings me to what I thought was really interesting about this conversation, because we don't have to do woe is me, Elon Musk, this sucks.
I think he's doing fine.
He's doing okay.
Yeah.
Now,
but the money makes him handsomer.
There's a pretty weird risk from this. Losing these options, it takes him down to about 13% ownership in Tesla. And he's been saying that he needs them to offer him some more shares and get him up to 25% ownership in the company for him to be able to do his job with Tesla. He actually said last week that he might pursue some of the technology that he plans on pursuing with Tesla outside of Tesla, because he said an activist group could come in, buy up shares, and vote him out of the company.
Right.
He knows a thing or two about people buying up shares and voting people out of the company, you know? And so he's a little bit worried about that.
Like OpenAI?
Yeah, that's always weirded me out. Or like when he bought up 9-10% of Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing. That's always been weird to me, that the person who started the company can end up getting voted out of the company. I've never understood that part of the world, you know? I don't get that one. Like Steve Jobs, you know, getting voted out of Apple.
Yeah.
You know, how the heck could Elon Musk get pushed out of Tesla? Those are the same thing.
I mean, you can't, it's a safeguard against someone being so reckless with the company and other people's investments into that company. So I think you do need a safeguard against that.
But let's talk about the important economic side, because I know what Robert Reich would tweet from this. He'd say, well, if Elon Musk can lose $55 billion in a day, he can afford the wealth tax. Let's think about some article headlines we've seen. This is a good example of what we see about Elon Musk's compensation. So here's one that says the 10 highest paid CEOs. Elon Musk earned $81,000 per minute in 2021.
Hang on, before we get to this though.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had passed the unrealized capital gains tax.
Yeah,
And he paid 25% in taxes already on that 55 billion.
exactly.
And then a judge rules that he can't have it. Does he get the tax money back that he paid?
He would have to, right? The value didn't exist. I don't know, but it never existed. I don't know. I mean, you're talking about an entirely new world right there, but I don't know what they would do. So anyway, we've seen plenty of article headlines like this. And when you look into, well, how did he make $81,000 per minute in 2021? That is ridiculous. That is so many monies. They explain he's the #1 highest paid CEO in the world. His compensation for Tesla alone is over $10 billion. Putting that into perspective, it roughly translates to earning $81,000 per minute if he worked a regular 40-hour work week for Tesla in 2021.
Like he works 40 hours.
Yeah. Rather than earning a salary from Tesla, Musk earns stock options when the company reaches certain growth milestones. Well, now it turns out every article headline that talked about him being the highest paid CEO in the world, making $81,000 per minute or whatever number in whatever time frame it is, was wrong. Because they were looking at his stock options that were vesting as he hit certain milestones with Tesla and saying, well, this is his compensation. He just unlocked another tranche of these stock options. Therefore, his compensation was $10 billion. Turns out it was zero. Turns out every single one of these needs to be corrected.
According to this one judge in Delaware.
According to this guy.
Yeah.
But this is the folly, I guess, of deciding that before someone has actually taken home the money, before they actually brought home the bacon, they just had pieces of paper that said they could have some bacon someday in the future if they wanted to.
As long as the judge signs off on it.
And so when you decide that is money that has already been earned, this can happen. Real quick, I guess last thing on this, do you think there's any political motivations behind this?
Take down Twitter.
To take down Twitter.
Take down X.
Yeah. I think that is a big one. I think that free speech is very dangerous to the regime, to any authoritarian government. Free speech is very dangerous. And things like what we're about to show you, where politicians get fact-checked in real time by these companies, that's extremely dangerous as well, because it starts to tear apart their narrative. I think they see Elon Musk as a very dangerous person, and they have now for a long time. And this is yet another way for them to chip away at his wealth and the way that he has X financed and try and force him into selling it to someone else who's going to go back to doing their bidding. I think that they really want to take him down right now.